Okay, I cannot believe that I'm actually making this video. Guys, it's official. The iPad is going to get Mac-like operating system as well as applications. What's going on, YouTube? Thank you a million times to everybody who supported the Apple secret plan for the iPad Pro. All I could do was make the video. You guys made the noise. We didn't have special connections or leaks or help from the bigger YouTubers. What did we do? We did it with our minds. We thought long and hard about the future of the device and where Apple was going with it, and it was very clear that the iPad was the one device to rule them all, and you guys helped push that to the forefront, got attention from all the major outlets and things like that. So thank you, and stay tuned because I'm going to talk a little bit about the future of the iPhone at the end of this video. Subscribe, click the bell, click the like button if you like the video already, although that would be weird. As we cover all things iPad Pro, Apple Talk, and Pro Audio, I'm Chris Grant Jr. It's the Granny Geek Show. All right, so yes, we have leaks now, patents from Apple. That's what makes it so official, because honestly, guys, this is nothing new. We've always thought that the iPad was going to be the future of the device, that it would be getting Mac OS-like software. I was one of the first people to make this opinion widespread, one of the biggest videos to have that opinion. Now we have leaks from Apple showing a device, it's an iPad, that has multiple windows on top of it, what they're internally calling Mixer, that's going to allow multiple applications to run side by side as well as on top of each other, much more like Mac OS or Windows or something like. Ugh. I said Windows. Now, I did make a video talking about how the iPad could potentially be having 3 modes coming up. A touch-first, more traditional iPad mode, as well as an Apple Pencil mode, which would have more granular controls, smaller controls to suit the Apple Pencil. And then finally, the desktop or laptop type mode, where the iPad is docked with a keyboard and mouse or any variation of that, and would then allow for multiple windows and a desktop much similar to Mac OS. And so now with these patents, that's what makes it huge news. That's what makes it official. And this in conjunction with news and buzz and information we've been getting about Apple working on Final Cut for the iPad, Logic for the iPad, and other Pro apps, as well as a potentially 20-inch version of the iPad Pro. And they're calling it the MacBook Pro, 20-inch MacBook Pro. It doesn't make any sense. But an iPad Pro, it would make total sense. I've dubbed it the iPad Max, and it could potentially be running this software, this Mac OS iPad hybrid software that we're going to see that's going to truly unleash the iPad Pro. Geeks, when we use our minds, we're able to predict almost as accurately as any leaker the future of these devices, because it is about the philosophy, the ideas about the future that these tech companies have. I've talked many times about a device that could rule them all, being an iPhone when you need it with iPhone-like apps, being a laptop when you need it with a keyboard case, being a tablet obviously by nature, but then also being able to be docked as a desktop. It is the ultimate form, an ultimate form factor for a device, and that's why I think it's going to be the future. And now Apple is showing that that's where they are headed officially. So I made the video back in 2021 about Apple's secret plan for the iPad Pro. Now that video was all based on the hardware of M1 being put into the iPad Pro and what I believed it meant for the future of the iPad. And I thought we'd be seeing the software as a 1-2 punch right at WWDC 2021. That didn't happen, but as we're seeing clear as day, the groundwork is being laid. Now, as far as when we would get this software, we don't really know because they're patents. It could be that this stuff is more of their idea. Maybe this was something we directly affected. Maybe Apple wasn't thinking of it, although, guys, that's very unlikely. They definitely were thinking about it, but because it's in a patent stage, it may just be in the ground phase, just in the groundwork laying phase. So to all my early adopters, people who use the iPad Pro as their main and daily driver for everything that they do, you guys are responsible for this. You are responsible for pushing forward the future of the device. I made an entire video on why Pro users of the iPad need to continue to make our voices heard, to push the iPad to the level it was supposed to attain. I'll leave a link down to all my iPad Pro videos. In fact, I'll probably make a playlist of all my iPad Pro related videos for you guys to check out, because it couldn't be more relevant than it is right now. Guys, we are on the precipice of what we've been waiting for, an iPad that is truly unleashed, not just in the hardware, but in the software. And now I want to tell you about the future of where I think the iPhone is going, my next prediction, so to speak. That'll be in a video coming out tomorrow or the day after. So guys, get subscribed and click the bell, because I've thought long and hard about the iPhone, what's wrong with it, and where it needs to go or where it shouldn't go. So thank you guys a million times over for all your support on this channel. We will continue to ride this wave and bring the iPad to what it was meant to be. So keep it locked here, hit the subscribe button, click the bell, and like the video if you like the video, as we cover all things iPad Pro, Apple Talk, and Pro Audio. I'm Chris Grant Jr. It's the Granny Geek Show.